This video is sponsored by the Outcast Seal.
Feeling like a seed in the ground, nigga, all I wanna do is grow. But that shit going too slow. Niggas be doing the most. Can't wait till I make it and glow. Now let me just switch up the flow, switch up the pace.
For those who recognize anime subtleties, you'll find a new appreciation for this piece. On top of that, each person will have a one-of-one staple piece added to their fit. Outcast Seal, out now. No reason to wait, go get yours now.
So that means this then, that like over time, has pussy just been getting better?
Yo, Dom, start the video. Start the video. We ain't doing that one. I take it back. We ain't talking about this.
Over time.
Start the video. Let's get it.
Oh.
Y'all just caught me on that yawn.
Alright, so the video we're about to watch is about teen dads. We're gonna see how they think.
My partner to consider having an abortion. 3, 2,
Damn.
1.
Let's just talk about how they looked. These on the other one with the women coming up dolled up, they were all like,
yeah,
these kids look like downtrodden. These look like
they like, yo, this
a different experience.
I'm not trying to be here.
These kids look like they just came out of like boot camp. They're on a different mindset.
Mm-hmm.
The girls are way more like upbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Like these,
but
guys,
that also could be just
like
that could be because of presentation.
This guy literally looks like he's in the military. Like he's like, I don't know. He's like very. He's
yo, start it up, bro.
Look at his posture.
You gotta stop, bro.
I was excited when I found out I was going to be a dad. 3, 2,
That kid's about to lie.
1, go.
Nah, he knew he lied. You saw that smirk on his life.
Being a dad, it was a mix of excitement and just I was a little scared. It changes your whole life forever. I mean, everything about your life just flips upside down.
I planned my pregnancy. I planned my baby. When I was little, I would always take care of my little brothers, my little sister. My parents would be working. My mom would be working.
Can we pause real quick?
What do you gotta say?
So at 19, because I just saw I was looking for what his age was, because I knew it would come up. So at 19 or 18, around that time, you said, "I want to be a dad." Which, knowing that choice would be life-changing. And
well, for some, this is what I'll say. For some cultures and for some people's lives, their people have been getting pregnant young for such a long time period, like maybe 2 or 3 generations or more, that it's not a wild thing because everyone also had kids early. It's just what you do after you get done with high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or while you're in high school, it's just it's common.
Yeah, and yeah.
So maybe for him, his family,
yeah.
He's like, oh, that's what my parents did.
For me, through my
lens, I'm like,
I just don't think of it that way. Yeah,
makes me a little worried, but for him, apparently he was chilling.
There.
Yeah, I feel like I've been ready as a young age, and I've always wanted to have a kid at a really young age. I don't know why, but it's just I knew I wanted to be a father.
For me, I was really excited because my girlfriend already had a baby, so we weren't trying.
He said, I'm really excited because my girlfriend already had a baby, and I want to make sure I put one in her oven, too.
Stop that.
Exactly. That's what Sasha you said.
The thing that I was going to say, bro, is he says he was really excited,
but he smirked at
the
beginning also.
But he's only at agree and not the complete spectrum of extremely agree. So if you're so excited, then why are you not always at the end of the other spectrum?
That's true.
So what is this line that
he said his girlfriend was already pregnant? So I think maybe she's just catching bodies. Like there are people.
Don't do that.
There are people that maybe the pussy's just not good. Like people be falling.
Listen, we be honest. You right. Because
there's people that that they just keep having kids like that.
Bro, there was literally this video. Oh,
like this?
shit. Bro, there was literally this video. It was this TikTok. This girl went on TikTok and said that, like, yo, you gotta understand that some of your moms was in the streets. Like, she said this shit. I was like, yo. And then she was like, yo, some of your moms was in the streets and she had good pussy. And people was at the door, bro. I was like, yo.
That's what honestly, technically, all of ours must have, because we all
at some point, you know, like,
well, actually,
each of our moms had some
true.
type of. Each of our moms probably had some type of levels. Like each level, we being real. If we're being real, if your mom, right? If we gonna talk about it, unless your mom was the type of woman or in the relationship with our dad, that they didn't do anything until marriage.
Yeah, then
that's the case.
That's true.
Let's be real here, people. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
That means this then, that like over time, has pussy just been getting better?
Yo, nah, start the video. Start the video. We ain't doing that one. I take it back. We ain't talking about this.
Over time.
Start the video. Let's get it.
Get pregnant. So the moment I saw the positive on the pregnancy test, I was pretty excited. But obviously, everyone's nervous.
The day that we found out about the pregnancy was 3 days before I left for college, and so it really wasn't positive at first because I was just scared about what was going to happen with me going to college and like what our plans were for the future, because nothing seemed to like fit. We had a certain way that it looked like it was going to be going, and then it all just kind of changed instantly.
My family approves of me having a child at my age.
Let's not count, guys. Most of you should be on the disagree side. That kid, I would have thought he would be on the. Nah, I can see you move over.
My family's actually very excited, and they were the first people we told because we were kind of too scared to tell anyone else at the time. My mom had my older brother at a very young age, and I don't know, I've just always been able to connect with kids.
Yeah, so just like you guys, my mom and dad actually had me at a young age too, but I think for me it was harder to tell them because they worked so hard, you know, to prevent me from
That's
going
why
on the same
I
path
feel
with
like
them. You know, my mom
I
worked
feel like
multiple jobs.
I'll say it after he does it.
To support me and my sister, and it was the hardest telling her because I didn't want her to feel like she failed. She'd done so much for me, allowed me to get a good education, go to university, but in the end, I still repeated the same mistake. So it was definitely hard telling her.
That is for me the reason why. That's what that kid was saying is what makes me pull out every time.
Wait. Say that last part again.
What that kid was saying is what makes me pull out every time. Yeah, since my parents had me young, I feel like I would be failing them to, after all the work they've done, to like put me in good situations for me to repeat the same thing.
I'm sorry, bro.
Like, I would feel like I can just see their disappointment in their faces every time I think about it. It's like not good.
So like when you in the pussy, bro, and you at that point, your parents pop in your mind and be like,
I didn't say that. Okay. Really, the truth of the matter is, the truth of the matter is, I come in with the intention of having a condom, and then sometimes you get, you just can't let yourself get talked out of it, and you're good. Sometimes girls be getting a little bit.
You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
I wonder if this is true. This is true in my experience. But anytime condoms were not involved, it's been at a girl encouraging it. That's what I'm saying. I don't think I've ever been like, I want to go in raw. It's always been a girl being a little too like, oh, she's liking this, and then I'm like, for a whole month I'm stressed. So that's what it ends up being. But let's get back to this video. I know you don't want to act like you've ever been in this situation. But
I'm gonna stay quiet on this one, bro.
When I told my dad that Laura was pregnant, we weren't talking actually. Like he had kicked me out of the house, and I didn't talk to him for a couple months.
So why is he on the agree side?
And I texted him and I was like, you know, you're gonna be that grandpa that's not around. And I think that really woke him up, and he came around and supported me. My mom and me, you know, we're like the same person.
He said,
all right, so like,
he said, you're not gonna talk to me, or you're gonna talk to his grandson. They do in the movies a lot, but it's just funny. To see that
but for me, right, I think about this, like, he just got told that he's about to be a father, and now he's being faced with different obstacles and struggles in his life that he's gonna have to figure out for himself and the child and his significant other. And then he also is thrown that first obstacle is his father.
Not in good terms with the death.
Yeah, and for him to, I think this is also a good character show for him to be able to stand up and say, like, listen, if you do this, okay, but you will not be around your grandson.
But this is also another thing that I think. This is me like reaching and reading into it.
Okay.
But I think that most times that parents kick their kids out of the house, the kid's wilding, which is obviously the parent's fault. But the kid is out of control or doing things that the parent doesn't want, etc., and is like is rebelling in some sense. Even though that's still the parent's fault. But I'm saying, like, I think he knew that his dad always cared about him, otherwise he wouldn't have gone back. You know what I'm saying? So he knew that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even though he knew he was wilding and now he got caught up in a situation, but he knew his dad.
So you're saying,
he just said it in a way that was kind of like that. I was just reading it as saying that he was just like, yo, you better be in our lives because we got a son now. Type of vibe, but that's.
Oh yeah, so you're changing the tone of it, and I was thinking of it in a different sense, and yeah. But that's just you. That's you. That's like, yeah. We gonna keep going.
Mentally, so she knew it was gonna happen. You know, I asked her to go out to breakfast on my birthday. When we pulled out the pregnancy test, she was like, I fucking knew it.
Me and my mom, we had a really.
He gives me the vibe as a kid of
when I was young.
The other kid, the kid with the big forehead, he gives me the vibe of like someone that would have a kid. Like, he seemed like he was a varsity football player, but on like a AAA team, or not AAA, but that's not AAA.
AAA is like the
class
size
B
of
team. I mean, like a class B or C.
So a
team.
lower school,
a smaller school, yeah. And
because I was about to say, AAA is like that's big schools, which usually have great talent. Yeah.
Well, when I was in school and living under her roof, but I guess like once she found out pregnancy, I expected her to be very excited, but once I saw her reaction, like, it's just, like that same morning she was saying, no, if you ever bring me a kid, you're gonna get out of here, you're gonna do your own thing.
Okay, so yeah. Now, so I was right. I think the question is, were they disappointed, not were they supportive? Actually,
you might be right.
Anyways, what he's saying right now is that she initially didn't support him.
Yeah.
Or she's told him that, like,
you should.
I don't want you to be in that type of situation.
But I think if she's there, it means that she must have turned around or something. But we have to.
Absolutely, but my thing is, going back to that thing where he's saying, I planned this and I wanted this at a younger age.
Why would you want something?
But then why, if your parents or the people and your guardians didn't instill this in you, how did you want this?
Because
I guess that goes back to,
or not, like, I don't know, people have weird fantasies about what having a child does.
Anyways, I mean, that was just some of the things that I just want to say. But you got it.
I kind of feel bad, but like, my kid's not really around my mom.
My family was not very supportive of it, definitely at first, but as time went along and as the babies were here and everything, they became more okay with it. It was just that they had big plans for me, my parents, and they wanted me to go to 4 years of college and get a degree and then maybe continue on. and they saw this as something that would kind of derail that plan and change it.
I was educated on birth control methods before becoming sexually active.
Definitely agree. I feel like for guys, maybe it feels pushed
Yeah,
more.
it's a lot more. I feel like.
How do girls not know about this, but guys do?
See, when you say
Pause it. I'll answer that
I
question.
think of it more like
I think that the reason why, to your question, right?
Yeah.
When we have, I guess we could call this quote unquote boys talk, and we talk about our daughters. If you have a daughter, she not gonna be out here in the streets. She not gonna do this. And then when we actually have a daughter, it's like, you're not gonna have sex. You're not gonna be with boys. And then when we have a boy, it's like, you got to do this to protect yourself when you with a female, because we think that, oh yeah, we want our sons to have female interactions, or they'll have interactions now.
So we're like preparing them, but just not preparing the women as well.
Exactly.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
towards the women's part, because I know towards the guys, it's just condoms, that's it. I didn't really know much about it. I didn't know how to use one. You know, you got to learn on your own. I can say that I learned all that once I got with my wife. Once we already had our kid, that's when I already knew about the whole birth control and all that stuff.
Me and my wife definitely knew about all of them.
Yeah.
I just don't think that we cared very much if we did get pregnant.
Okay, that was just...
You're irresponsible. We didn't care. We knew what was up. I looked her straight in her eyes and said, "We're having a kid."
So we didn't really use them. She was on the pill, but then she stopped taking the pill, and it just went from there.
Yeah, the only class I ever took was in middle school.
This is a quick side thing, but he was saying that his girlfriend was on the pill, then she went off, and then basically got pregnant during that stage.
Yeah.
I don't know whether or not he knew about that or not, but in a situation where if you like come inside of somebody, or secretly hide your condom, and like pretend you put it on but really didn't, and then come in somebody, that's like women take a big offense to that. Well, I wonder what people would think if like a girl like lied and said she was on birth control but she really wasn't, and obviously the same thing happens.
I feel like that's definitely happened, and
the
reaction is anger.
Different. Well, anger in the guy, but I don't think society really like cares.
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, if like a guy posted it on like a feed or something,
people might like it.
People will like it, say like, "Oh, that sucks."
But the girls would be like, "Well, you shouldn't have been coming in there," or something like that. You know what I mean?
There'll definitely be those people. There'll definitely be those people.
I was just thinking about that off of what he said. I don't think that's his situation, but
For one class, it wasn't even for like even a month. It was just for a week.
I asked my partner to consider having an abortion.
This was the big one.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
If you knew what you were getting yourself into by having relations, or you knew what could have came from that, you shouldn't consider abortion, or you shouldn't consider it as one of your options. If you know what you're doing and you know the risk you're gonna take, I feel like you should just, stick through it.
Personally, I have nothing against abortion, but in my case, it was it was a choice that I couldn't live with. I think that life itself is precious.
You have to consider all of our options. I mean, if I'm going to bring my child into...
The way he
came in that
I don't know
strong.
if it's that they cut it weird.
Yeah,
but the way they made it
seem like he was like pressing back. He was pressing back. Nah, I know what you mean.
I don't want them to be basically just behind at the get-go. I don't want them to be born into a household where I can't, pay to feed them. I let her know, if we're going to do this, we need to be fully committed. We need to be ready to give all your attention goes from you to them.
If you change your mindset to working hard and you put yourself down the right path, you can definitely make anything happen. Yeah, they might come in behind, like you said, but you can always get them ahead.
That is not true.
Not everything.
That is not true, because there is levels to this shit. There is levels to privilege, and like you, right? You could be blue collar worker, more lower class. Now have a kid. No matter if you switch your mindset to working hard, but you're not putting yourself in jobs that allow you to have more financial gain to give back to your family, because that will allow you to build a structure around your family of having a house, paying all the bills that you need to pay.
You can be blue collar and have a house.
Yeah, but
most people, it's just
no.
Everyone plays houses with loans.
But your house looks different.
Oh, it's a different size.
Your area where you live,
different school,
like all of that is different based on those privileges.
Yeah, so I understand what you're saying.
And just because, like, it's not just I need to work hard and therefore things will happen.
Yeah, one thing that at least I think that also helps me not to get anyone pregnant is I think from a young age, I saw what the levels were and how far I was from those levels. So, like, any missteps seem a lot more noticeable to me because, like, I can kind of see what I'm missing if I don't, like, I don't know, I see, like, if I do everything right, this is maybe how far I can go. And everything that I don't do right, that's, like, it's making it harder and harder to reach that level. That possible potential. Whereas he may not necessarily have seen all those things. So, from in his world,
with him saying that, it's just like, bro, like there's levels to like where there's literally a picture on social media, you can look it up, of a person that's standing at this window. Mm-hmm. Each person is at a different level, and the things that's under them is books and money. And I think that's...
Oh, yeah. So
you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So, like, the knowledge...
And the money.
Yeah, and the money puts you at different levels in status of where you start out in life.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
bro, we literally could have been born in a third world country.
That's true.
And we would never even be able to do any or think of any of this right now.
We would not be... we wouldn't be in the same spot.
Exactly.
Our priorities would be completely different.
And working hard in a third world does not change shit.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of it is privilege, right? And a lot of it has to do with where you're born into.
Yeah.
So
to say that is not, it doesn't work.
Yeah, you're right. It has to do with where you're born controls like a large portion of what you can possibly do in life.
Yep.
At the time that we found out, like I was about to go to college. I was like moving away from home, and my girlfriend had plans to go to college and leave the state and travel and do all these things, and so I talked to her about abortion and adoption, about other options, like what we might choose to do, because it was just a stressful time trying to figure out like what we were going to do for money before either of us had any college education or anything.
I have a good relationship with the mother of my child.
Who do you think has a good relationship?
You sniped that space bar, bro!
Has a good relationship.
Okay.
Based on the answers.
So we're gonna just go down the line 1, 2, through it, right?
Who do you think has the worst relationship? Who do you think has
worst?
Who do you think is gonna be like? And I don't have a good relationship with their kid, I guess, because some of them literally call them wife. He said wife.
So yeah, I already know he was gonna be agree. I already like him. Number 1, he's gonna be agree.
He said wife.
First in the line, yeah.
He said he didn't.
I would actually say that he has a bad relationship
because he was on the ask for abortion.
Yeah,
and he didn't say that his parents necessarily opened it up.
Yeah. Also, the 19-year-old that I think his name's Edgar.
The first kid, in the back here.
Third person.
This kid.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I think he has a good relationship with his wife or significant other. The other person I actually don't remember, but white shirt. I think he doesn't. I don't think he does. Do not think he does.
Let's see.
Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
They all stepped up.
I'm gonna say that I have a good relationship with the mother of my child because one, we're married. We still got bumps in the road now, moving all the way across the country away from her family. But I think that, especially now, before going on any deployments or anything like that, is the time
I told you, he had military vibes. I don't know if it was him I was talking about.
No, you weren't. You're talking about homeboy.
Yeah,
It was a very stressful time because we had just gone from having 0 babies, obviously, to having 2 little infants.
You got twins?
We broke up after a little
bit. He got hit with the
Rico.
Rico.
Relationship now, we have select times that each of us will like watch them. Like I watch them while she goes to school, and each person gets their own time to do what they want to do instead of just being surrounded by babies 24/7.
I considered not being a part of my child's life.
Let's go back.
Yo, that's a question, bro.
Who was thinking? Maybe I might just dip.
I'm thinking. Here's what I think that the possibility is. They will not actually answer this. Oh yeah, truthfully,
since they said they were all with since all of them said that they were in good terms.
They're in good terms.
They're not.
They're not like. It's a show. What the fuck? I'm gonna answer honestly just because the show asked me. Yeah, I'm gonna answer honestly. I didn't want to be with you.
Oh, no.
But, yeah, nah, that's not happening. They all going this way, bro.
Child's life. 3, 2, 1, go.
Wait, what? Oh, wait, it says I considered.
Oh!
I considered not being a part of.
Yeah. Okay.
I was
like, yo, wait, hold on, what?
Top animated trails.
I was trying to say that's crazy.
Just first of all, get somebody pregnant.
Damn, why they do that? Look at the camera angles like this. He is gonna. Listen to what he says.
I think that's the shittiest thing you can do. Just first of all, get.
Why they?
Yo, they the editor, bro.
What?
The editor really.
Oh, because he's not all the way on the other line. That's why. They're foul for that.
Bro, they really, I'm telling you, bro, they're funny. Bro, they just said, got you.
Oh my god.
Got you. Like.
That's crazy. The cameraman on here is like the cameraman of Maury.
Wow.
Bruh.
You know, per se, ruin their future. You know, if they had something planned like college or, something like that. But to not only ruin her life, but then the life that you caused, I think that's some shitty thing.
Yeah, as soon as I found out that my girlfriend was pregnant, I quit football right away. I wanted to spend all.
He was playing football in high school. I wasn't like a. Is that a big commitment?
To him, yeah.
All right, I guess.
Like if you're paying. So you're playing football.
You were about to go to the league or anything. Like you weren't even going to college based off what he looks like.
You don't know that, bro. You can't be saying that.
But he's like 5'6".
Okay, but
I think he liked
bro.
it. Like,
when
fun
you
for him, that was it. And he maybe had friends there.
But I mean, listen. I'm just because for me, bro. When I would I'm talking about personal experience. When I was in football, I was all in. I was trying to do things with it.
Okay, I see what you mean.
So for him, it's like that was the biggest thing in his life that mattered until he had his kid. So then he sacrificed that.
Bring some reality. I was just trying to make some jokes.
Yeah.
all my time that I have towards her, because I didn't want her doing it alone.
Like he said, if you create life, then you should be a part of that baby's life and that kid's life growing up. Whether or not you're with the mother.
They do it again.
They did it again.
Why are they so foul?
They so disrespectful, bro. Yo, he's already on the hot seat just because he's standing on that line, bro. And everybody's flaming him.
His face is just despondent. He's just like,
cameraman, come on, bro. Give him some slack, yo. You don't gotta do him like that. You don't gotta do him like that. Like, damn, bro.
Oh my god.
I just feel like the kid deserves that fatherly figure in their life.
And you see so many fathers who come back to that child's life, and that child doesn't want to see them no more because where have you been this whole time, And I don't want to feel that pain. Like that must hurt a lot, wanting to see your child that you weren't there for in the beginning. So
not only that, but even if they do want to see you, you don't know what they like, so you take them to get pizza or spaghetti or something, and they're like, I don't like this. I think that would suck.
I knew that I needed to be in my kid's life and my kids needed me in my life, but it was just difficult in the beginning because I didn't have many influences or people saying that it's a good idea. Pretty much everyone around me was saying it's a bad idea or it's bad, other than the baby's mother. And so it was a really hard time, but I knew that I needed to be there for them.
I am able to financially support my child.
This is an amazing question. I love it. You know what's
this
funny?
Man definitely can't. He's in the military, so he's probably making.
But
60
here's my thing.
K.
Why was this question not asked for the females?
Because we know that societally it's not the female's job to financially support, even though we like to say.
But I think, but
we know that.
Well, now it's about equality.
That's what I'm saying. That it's so meta that even in like being woke, they forgot to ask that question. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so meta that they even think would say that.
That's the reason. That was also another reason why I said this question, and yeah. So continue.
3, 2, 1, go.
Damn,
the two people
kept a stack, which is
the two people kept it a stack because all y'all, bro.
Some of y'all. You really money. You just said that you weren't. That you
like, are you literally in your own crib? Are you like you got your own car? Are you going to your own job? Let me let them talk.
He's in the military, so I'm sure he is.
Yeah, he's getting support.
I haven't heard any of these other people talking about anything.
Yeah.
Wait, no. One of these said I quit football. Oh, that was other good.
Yeah, like, but you quit. Oh, but I think he's on the. He's saying like he can't financially.
He probably quit football to go get a part-time job, and he realized how little, or a job, and he realized how little he's making. So he's.
Yeah, because you can't support a family on a part-time job.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Very thankful for the opportunity that we have in a YouTube channel because we have that.
Smart man, I like that.
That might just cause problems though, because like they just make their thing as a YouTube channel to like. I guess that's what the best case scenario thing you can do is monetize it,
bro. That's
like, that's the beautiful thing about America. You can monetize anything. L's, you can monetize your pain, you can monetize trauma, you can monetize anything. That's
listen. I like that. He said we created a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
making money from that.
There are people that don't pop off that, so he's one.
That is also true.
There are people that take fat.
That is also true.
That, so it works, I guess, for them. But
it's good they got discovered.
Yeah.
Where we can make even a savings account for our children.
The path I chose, like I want to go to law school. And that's a lot more years.
That's
like I want to be able
out
to
front.
financially support a child for a little while. So without the help of my family and my girlfriend's family, I wouldn't be able to be doing this.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I was working at I am still working at a church, but it's only one day out of the week, so I felt like that wasn't enough, But now I'm working 2 part-time jobs.
Damn.
But yes, in the beginning it was difficult, and it just feels horrible, like your mother having to pay for diapers or wipes.
When you gotta get money from other people.
But now I'm just trying to.
Why he do that?
Cause he's all there on the other side. The disrespect that's going on.
Yeah, bro.
The
like,
girls were a lot more civil.
did not have to
the guy,
do that.
We've been Shay being cast this whole time. They're looking at that guy when he said that he thought about like just not being there for his family.
Oh yeah, it's like the worst thing you could ever.
Yeah, that's the worst thing.
Yeah, and now he's doing this,
and now he's like, oh yeah, you gotta take handouts.
yo,
bruh.
You didn't have to do that, bro.
They're doing them dirty.
Make money however I can. Yeah.
Raising a child, that's a whole job in itself, So trying to go to school on top of that, go to school, raise a child. You're doing military, YouTube, all that. It's really time consuming.
Yeah, and you want to spend like all the time you have with your kids.
Yeah,
but
and then being away.
No. I want to hear what you two others what do you do to make money? Because y'all pretty quiet. Y'all pretty quiet, and you're like, yeah. It's my work.
I feel judged by others for.
The other people did not answer.
Yeah, those two, they didn't say what they did.
They did not
because
answer.
they were holding in their pride, but they weren't really. They didn't have anything to back it up.
We'll never know. All right, let's see what they have with this question.
3, 2, 1, go.
When I see these kids, I'm like, this could have been me. Every time I see it, I'm like, damn, like,
bro, like, the thing is, it's not hard to like.
It's not hard
to
get
a girl pregnant, bro.
It's not. It really
like
isn't.
It could really happen. Like
every time I see it, I'm just like, damn, could be me. Could still be me. I'm not careful.
Had a nice lady you have.
Oh, should I be?
Hey, what's up?
He's got kids like, should I be here?
We got the twins. He got the twins.
Yeah, everybody came.
Oh, he got the phone.
He got the phone, baby. These kids look. Yeah, he got twins. That's crazy.
He got twins, bro.
And he has another kid on the way.
He does?
He on the ultrasound.
Oh.
And he was talking about how he discovered about condoms and birth control. They must be going on that right now. How y'all let that happen again? Y'all just doubling down.
But he also saying that he wanted this to happen. So him making that choice again is not.
It's crazy. Especially when he didn't talk about anything about being able to financially support any of these things. He's like the type of person that just like you bet and you
listen. We
don't
know his pockets.
Double
man.
or nothing.
We don't know his pockets.
He said his parents weren't so proud about it, which I'm guessing is because his pockets weren't the ability to deal with it. That's usually
you can assume that, but at the end of the day, we still don't know his pockets.
Damn, it's some cute babies, but y'all lives is rough. I think surprisingly the women's one was a lot less like
it was a lot
shade.
Better.
There was no shade on it. The guys
there was a little shade.
There
was that one moment where it was a little shade.
Oh, in the beginning where it was like, well, that was editing. I feel like.
No, I'm talking about that other scenario with that one question that the other woman had. I forgot the.
Oh, it was like, oh, would you have a baby sooner? Or would you have the baby later? Would you got married?
You got married? Yeah, that was the little shade one.
Earlier.
But other than that, I actually enjoyed the other one better.
The women's one, they were a lot more.
They were a lot more
vibing. Yeah, maybe I'm just seeing it differently. But the guys, there was blatant.
Nah, there was blatant how
Tyler guy.
It might have been Tyler. I don't know, but he had the military blue shirt.
He was violating the most.
Yeah, nah, he was outspoken.
And being outspoken isn't the problem. It was the fact that he was like when the one guy said, I don't like the fact that like my mother has to pay for
and then he said the handout.
He was like, oh, and people giving you money.
Yeah.
I was like, bruh, we didn't have to go there for that far. But yeah, this was good. Like I thought this was pretty interesting.
For sure.
Seeing the perspectives of teen parents and how they deal with the trials and tribulations that their life now has.
For a fact.
Please like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
We'll see you back in the neighborhood next time.
Some new content.
Yes, sir.